everybody. We are live, both here on YouTube and on Rumble. So, how is everybody doing since last week? I hope everybody's having a good time. Let's introduce our panel that has made it so far. Let us start with Wavo. Wavo, say hello to everybody.
Hello to everybody.
Everybody says hello back.
All right, and we've got Casey from Casey's Creepy Creation. Say hello, everybody, Casey.
Greetings, all, and I'm glad to be here on another fun-filled, if not frosty evening here in dear old Carbondale, Illinois.
And then we have both Crazy Horse and Alice. Say hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys.
And we also have my little sister, Laura Jane, our rabid spider monkey, and our animal update correspondent. Say hello to everybody, Laura Jane.
Yo, what's up?
Please pardon her. She is cooking dinner for some teenage kids and a husband.
Yeah, they think they have to eat every day.
Yep.
They don't. They can kill it. They can
That's
cook
why
it.
we keep trying to stay alive.
All right. Well, today, since Laura Jane is here, we are doing the update about the law that got passed in Florida that we hinted on last week about
It
animals.
needs to be in every state.
To be
Yes.
more specific. We've been talking about this for a couple of months now.
Yes, these are laws that should be in every state.
Yeah, every state. And also, guess what? I read a little deeper, and with cats, you cannot declaw them unless it's medically necessary. Yes!
All right.
Because if a veterinarian gets caught declawing a kitty without it being medically necessary, oh yeah, their license is gone.
Nope.
So look, if you can't deal with cats scratching your furniture, don't get a cat.
Yep.
They make very cute kitty trees and lots of
Exactly.
substitutes for that.
Yep.
Exactly. I had to get one for my squirrel. I had to get one of those like little scratchy things for my squirrel because she was scratching everything up in the house.
Yep. And there's also these little things right here. You use these to cut their claws.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's a little harder to cut cat's nails. I hate cutting cat's nails. I can hold them. I'll hold them. You cut them.
Yep. Now,
Just don't cut the quick.
Yeah.
exactly. Of course.
They also
I
have
cutting.
they also have a special type of trimmer that's like a nail file, an automatic rotating nail file that
Cat paw.
is completely painless.
Yep. Now, clipping of and trimming back Kraken's claws is easy. He'll let me do it.
Prance, on the other hand, I have to come manhandle his butt.
Yep. It takes Laura Jane and Logan holding him down just to clip him, and we're nowhere near the quick. We're just taking the tips off because
Just a tip.
I don't know how he does it, man. It's like he's got a claw sharpener, instead of a pencil sharpener, he sticks his claws in and they turn into razor blades. And oh man,
My wolf dog Fresco, that's how her nails are. But I love her because she'll chew her nails off.
now this law makes it mandatory now. They're in Florida that if you're convicted of animal abuse, you're no longer allowed to own any type of animals.
Now, if they follow through with it, that's the thing I'm concerned with. Are they going to follow through with the laws? Because, like other laws with humans, I mean, hell, look at all these MFers that are freaking getting let go on this cashless bond, and they go out and commit more murders.
Yep.
So, I mean, it depends on if they sit there and follow through with the law.
That's happening in blue states and blue cities. And one of the things that I loved about the fact that Florida getting this stuff passed, they've actually been showing that they've got teeth. Because you don't see
Florida has been going nuts with the laws lately.
Yeah, DeSantis.
He's living up to what I'm hoping, and Troopers Law making it to where you can't just abandon your animal whenever an evacuation goes down.
Why? They're family. Why would you fucking? Oh, it pisses me off.
Well, most of the time this has happened is because the shelters will not allow the animals in, including service dogs.
Which is ridiculous because my dogs are service dogs because they keep me sane and they keep me from killing other people.
And
and so does my marijuana.
It freaks me out about this stuff, that these animals are part of these people's family. They love their pets. And a lot of these pets are also emotional support animals and service animals and working animals. And you showed up at a shelter and they would turn you away because you've got a pet. Now,
I guess I'm pitching the tent somewhere.
And I have talked to too many people who were freaked out over the fact that they were sitting in a damn shelter, worried about their pets that they had to leave at home because of the evacuation.
Nope. Mm-mm.
And it was really weird here because, with our cold snap and the ice and everything we just had, they opened up warming shelters. And I was very surprised to hear that many said that they do not take pets.
Oh yeah, but I heard no pets.
And I was like,
fuck them.
I was like, no good animal owner is going to leave their animals to essentially freeze to death while they go warm themselves.
I have a husky and I have a wolf dog. My husky is triple coated. My wolf dog is triple coated, but I still would not leave them behind. And I sure the hell won't leave my squirrel or my rabbit. They're coming with me wherever I got. When we go on vacation, they come with me. They have their own little portable cages that I take with us when we go on vacation. They go where I go. They're just like my family. That's what pets are. You want the pet. You need to take the responsibility to take care of that pet. There are some cases that, God forbid something happens where you got to rehome your pet. I pray that never happens to anybody because, look, I will live in a tent with my critters if I have to.
Yes, but you are also, by international treaty, barred from ever going to any animal shelter, sanctuary, zoo. You're not allowed to go back to, what was that place again there in Florida with all the animals in the water? SeaWorld.
The zoo down, the one in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah.
SeaWorld.
Yep, that's it. SeaWorld.
And the zoo. It's the Kennedy Zoo or something.
By international law, she is no longer allowed.
Look, it's not my fault. Look, in the bird area, I'm highly allergic to birds, but there was this one freaking little parrot that would not leave me alone. And I'm sitting here walking out, and this parrot is like wanting to stay on my shoulder, and it attacked the person trying to get it off my shoulder.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, look, I'm allergic to
well,
I'm trying to take it home, I promise. And then I saw a zebra, and I was like, "Ooh, you're coming with me."
Zachary says hi, Laura Jane.
Hey, baby.
But yeah, this is my little sister. This is why she is our animal correspondent, is because her and the critters. She inherited the Spake family animal empathy thing.
Animal whisperer. Well, that's what my husband calls me. He's like, this bitch is an animal whisperer. Because I mean, like, I can go outside and like all the possums and coons and squirrels are like, I look like Snow White.
Yep, that's a family trait that we've got. We Our father was able to interact with animals in a way that was amazing. He could look at an animal, spend a short period of time with the animal, and then say what the animal's name was, and that animal would always answer to that name. Period. I still remember George, our golden retriever, who was solid
Yeah, I
white.
wanted to name him Kirby, and Daddy was like, "That's not his name.
Yep.
His name is George." And as soon as Daddy went George, George was like, "What?" And he was like 3 months old.
Mm-hmm.
George. Now, are we talking George Clooney or George of the Jungle?
George of the Jungle. Look out for that tree.
And
He's a golden retriever. Come on.
And, oh God, he loved watching George of the Jungle because that was his movie. We would put that movie on, and he would sit there and watch the movie the whole time.
The whole 2 hours. Wouldn't move a bit. Tail just wagging. Boop, 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 back and forth. Tail just wagging. George of the Jungle. Look out for that tree. And whenever they did the song, George would be like, woo.
He did a little dance, man. It was awesome. And we found out that he got that from our grandfather, who also had that ability. He just didn't use it for pets because of what happened with the squirrels that he rescued when he was about Laura Jane's age.
In his 40s?
Yep.
Because you know what? I'm almost 50, honey.
Well, 30s or 40s, he rescued a family of baby squirrels. And
that's what I did. But Gunner ate half of them.
And he trained them, and they were, from what Dad and Grandmommy said, he had trained them, and they were able to do little tricks and stuff like that like you see with back in the day whenever they would train these animals to be in movies to do all kinds of complicated stuff. He was able to teach all these squirrels that. And a neighbor's cat snuck into where all these squirrels were
that's
living.
why he hated cats so much.
Yep. And he did not. After that, he went from being okay with pets to his no pets rule. That's why Dad and Aunt Becky lost their pets, and it wasn't until they gave me Lukey as a puppy that Granddad's no pets rule went away. Was because he gave me a puppy.
Well, bless Granddaddy's heart. If he saw his house now, he'd be like, "Why the hell are all these critters in there?"
Actually, no. Because of what happened with Wednesday, it broke his heart when Wednesday disappeared, and he saw how much it affected me, and he got rid of his no pets rule after that.
Yeah, I mean, he fell in love with Mary Jane and Mitzi and Sissy and all them.
Yep, and so he did over time get to where that wasn't an issue anymore. Though he did still have his issues with cats, but after what happened with the squirrels, I totally get it.
Yeah. Well, remember what Granddaddy he had that thing over the vehicles, that wooden plank with the nails through it to keep the cats off of his vehicles.
Yep. But
yeah. Well, you know me. I'm like, Granddaddy, why are you so evil? Well, I don't like them on my car. I'm like, they're just trying to get warm, Granddaddy. They're trying to get warm.
Yeah.
Don't do that anymore. And he stopped using it. He destroyed it. It's like, darn.
But like I said,
grandbaby.
and like I said, animals is our family cares about these things, and animals are part of. If you've got these pets, they are part of your family. You are responsible for them. That's why.
Yeah, it's just like having a kid,
Yes. So
especially with mine. Good God,
this law is.
I love it.
I'm extremely impressed by it, and I'm shocked that it wasn't already the law of the land. And I am hoping that they will get this for every other state.
Yeah. Oh, in North Carolina now, you're not at which this kind of disturbs me a little bit because you remember Chevy, right? My little Chihuahua or my big ass Chihuahua.
That booger wasn't little.
Yeah. No, he was not. But he
guys.
said in North Carolina, you're not allowed to have your dog riding on your lap anymore.
Yeah. Oh, Chevy. Okay,
Yeah.
Chevy
Boy,
was
that'll be
a
an issue up here.
Chihuahua.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Man, that ain't gonna stop me.
Okay,
No.
Chevy was guys. Listen, Chevy was a Chihuahua. When he was a baby, he looked like the runt of the litter. He was tiny.
He was the run of the litter. He was like 10 ounces.
Then he grew up, and he was the size of a regular sized dog.
Ooh.
And he was
full-blooded.
Chihuahua.
I had papers and everything. I mean, he was like freaking almost 20 pounds. He was over a foot tall. I mean, he was the biggest
Whoa.
Chihuahua I've ever seen in my life.
How did his legs hold him up? I always heard Chihuahuas had really skinny legs.
This dude looked like he had been taking steroids.
Yeah, and I promise I didn't do it.
He was a muscled little booger.
He looked okay. Take a pit bull and shrink him down.
He did.
That's what Chevy was. I mean, I don't know if I try to go find a picture of him to show you how big he is compared to my daughter when she was like 5 or 6 years old. But I mean, he was like half the size of her long.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Chevy
was like, what the hell type of dog is that? And everybody say, oh, he's a Chihuahua. No, he's not.
No, he's not a Chihuahua. Oh, well, these papers say different.
And then
He was a full-blooded fox Chihuahua.
And he was a big old dog. Whew.
And he wasn't like your normal Chihuahua. He was the sweetest. He was so sweet. He wasn't like one of those like land shark ankle biting little demons. He was a sweetheart. I mean, hell, even my wolf dog is a sweetheart. It's like I can't have a mean dog to save nobody's life. Thank God, God made me crazy. Every single one of my dogs are sweet. Even my Mary Jane, she was pit bull, Rottweiler, and German Shepherd mix. So sweet. But if you got too close to me, she would growl at you. She'd give you a warning. Sarah was Great Dane, pit bull, and boxer. And she would stay at my side, and unless I tell her, or I would go, and then she would. But that's about it. My dogs now, my wolf and my husky. Hell, I'm better off letting my squirrel attack somebody.
Yeah.
Or my bunny.
Hey, the bunny.
He's
still
demon.
trying to find out where it got that damn switchblade from. That little thing's dangerous.
Now,
Frostbite, he's a little demon.
Now, I guess now isn't the time to tell you that I gave it to him cheap.
Oh, that's fine. As long as he don't use it on me because I got my own switchblade. I'm going to have rabbit for dinner.
Nice fight.
Now, Laura, I got one question for you.
Yeah.
To be absolutely fair, if you get an animal and your animal attacks you, because I actually had this happen. We actually had a cat when I was a kid. I loved animals. I love kitties. But this darn thing, he just did not like me for all get out. And he actually tried to take a chunk out of me.
You just grab them by their jugular and tell them to calm the fuck down.
Well, unfortunately, I couldn't really grab anything by their jugular at the time. But I'm not going.
I mean, I've been attacked by so many. I mean, being a veterinarian technician, I have been attacked by so many animals. I just grab them by their throat and just squeeze. You just grab, squeeze, twist, throw them down, and show them who's boss.
I've actually done that with a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done that with a horse. I grab his lip and twitched his ass and put him down. I used to break horses too.
He tried to take off on me when we first got him, and I got my arm around his neck holding on, and I just put him in a neck lock, and down he went.
No, I did that with Houdini.
I didn't look at crazy the same after that one.
So I love animals, but if you're going to attack me, I'm going to protect myself, but I'm going to do it in a way that won't kill them. It'll just paralyze them.
In the house with Tony. Hey, you guys. Well, one of the things, I mean, like I said, our family's had a thing when it comes to animals, an affinity. Mm-hmm. When I was a toddler, my dad, it was right after Dad came home from Vietnam. He was doing some work for some family, doing groundscaping for them. And they had these really vicious guard dogs. And he's like, Mom was going to bring me there to meet him for some reason. And he's like, just be careful because they've got these really vicious guard dogs. Stay in the car until we make sure the guard dogs aren't out. And Mom forgot. And I got out of the car on the passenger side, which was facing the house. And these two Rottweilers, guard dogs, come out. And these were some vicious guard dogs. Even the people, the family that owned them were like, they're like, whatever you do, stay in the car till we come and get them.
No. I'd be like, come here, baby.
And here they came. And this wealthy family are like going, oh, no. Dad was like, oh, shit. Mom was going, my baby. As these two big, huge Rottweilers was coming right at little 3 or 4 year old me. And instead of them sinking their fangs into me, they started licking the hell out of me. And I'm sitting there laughing and giggling my butt off. And
that's like the Dobermans up in the mountains.
And it was wild, you know, and my kids have the same gift. So yeah. And it's amazing that our family's gift has gone to the next generation, you know. I just hope that they get to put it to good use. Anyway, let's move to our next subject. Lucasfilms is actually, they saved the George Lucas scripts for his sequel trilogy and his TV show ideas.
No, blanket. I'm gonna pop the dirty.
Ain't that something? That they're actually going to take the scripts that Kathleen Kennedy said nope and tossed in the shitter. That they're breaking out.
I'm going to play devil's advocate on this one. I'll believe it when I see it because I know how Lucasfilm and Iger are.
Yeah.
They take things that are good, they'll wave it in front of the audience's face, and then they'll say, oh, wait a minute, you actually like that? Well, you're not getting it now. Instead, you're getting this other pile of crap that we know you're going to hate.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of.
I'm with Warable. Let me see it before I go
Kathleen Kennedy pulled that crap with the sequel trilogy.
Yeah,
she did that to the Raylos in in Rise of
The Rise of
Skywalker.
Palpatine, yeah, Rise of Palpatine. They hinted at the fact that they were going to put Rey and Kylo Ren together, and then they pulled that right out from under their
Yep.
feet. Yeah,
Yep.
I
She
got-
lost what little support, and she lost what little support she had among her loyal fans at that point.
yeah, because the only fans that were really blindly supporting her at that point were the Reylos, and she killed what goodwill she had with them like that.
Yep.
And it's ridiculous, you know. That's why I am hoping that things will change at Lucasfilm with Dave Filoni in charge, even though I do refer to him as Dave Filoni Baloney because of some of the stuff that he's pulled in the past. But he does he loves the positive attention he gets from the fans. So, but he is a corporate guy. Whatever the boss tells him to do, he's going to do it. So I'm hopeful, but I'm not holding my breath. And it's like I tell people, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. So what am I doing? I'm hoping for the best while I prepare for the worst. Which, in all honesty, there's only a very few things that they could really do to make it worse. I mean, everything that we're hearing coming out of what they're doing at Galaxy's Edge is making me hopeful because they are kicking out all the sequel stuff that they can out of Galaxy's Edge. They've closed down the bar, that cantina that they have there, so they can completely.
The bar? Oh no, that's a no bueno.
Yeah, there's they got a cantina there that was set up based off of the sequel trilogy cantina, and they've shut it down, and they've gone in and they're gutting it right now so they can completely refurbish it with original series, the original trilogy cantina setting instead. They're doing the same thing with all the other stuff out there. They're basically going to restore it to what the Imagineers had originally shown George Lucas that they were going to do for Star Wars Land, because Star Wars Land was all about the prequels and the original trilogy.
All right, dogs, hold on. We'll go out in a minute.
But I do have some hope because while yes, there are a lot of fans who have turned their back on this, the fact that those same fans who have almost totally given up on Star Wars have started to come back thanks to the AI fan movies that have been showing up on YouTube. That is giving us prequel and original trilogy characters doing stuff from the expanded universe. And the fact that these videos are proving that there's still interest in Star Wars. It's just not the crap that's been forced down our throats that people want to see. They want to see the good stuff. They want to see Luke Skywalker. They want to see Han Solo. They want to see these original characters again. So I do have some hope here. And I'm not being a pie in the sky. Oh, it's all going to happen. I'm just saying I have hope. And at this point, that's all you can really have. But I also know the tighter you hold on to hope, the deeper despair can get. And I'm not going to do that. But anybody else got something to say about this?
I've already made my comment on this whole thing.
All right. Anybody else?
Well, I'm kind of with Wavo here. I mean, I'll believe it when I see it, and I better see it at least 2 or 3 times before I believe it.
Yep. That's where I'm at. I'm just saying I do have some hope here.
Well, to be fair though, Richard, the thing is about the fan films, and I like the fan films too. But I like the fan films because they're not the same old corporate crap that we've been getting, and by that I mean even more than just the identity politics. But these things are done by people that actually love what they do. I haven't seen anything from Lucas ever since they started. After Disney bought them, that it was actually done with anywhere near the same kind of love and sincere affection for it, and that includes Dave Filoni stuff.
Yep, I agree. That's mainly because Kathleen Kennedy ran off so much of the creatives that worked at Lucasfilm that loved Star Wars. Because in her mind, they were George Lucas loyalists, and she didn't want them around. And she brought in all her loyalists to replace them, who basically were nothing but yes men and rubber stampers that were all there to sing her praises and nothing more. And kind of like she basically did the same thing Iger did when Iger took over Disney. Disney, when Iger came in, he got rid of all the people
I think I'm using your
that
noodle
believed in Walt Disney's
to make macaroni and cheese.
for what Disney was going to be. And he brought in people who were basically yes men, who would basically agree to whatever he said or whatever he wanted and then do it. And much like when it comes to Disney, we're only going to see Disney get better when Iger and all his cronies are gone. I'm hoping, let me stress that word again, hoping that Filoni is going to clean house at Lucasfilm and bring back in good people, people who care, who love Star Wars, so we can get that love back in to create something good. That's the whole thing about the fan films. You've got people who love Star Wars making these things. I remember when Lucasfilm was the leader of fan films. If you had an idea for a fan film, you could contact Lucasfilms and Skywalker Ranch, and they would help you with the special effects. And if you were doing your own special effects and you were really good at it, guess what happened? Lucasfilm and Skywalker Ranch paid for your college education so you could come and get a job there, like they did with those high school kids that did the lightsaber duel stuff back in the day. And Lord Jane had to go. That's the part about this, until you get the people who love it making it again, we're going to see this stuff keep happening. And it just really frustrates the heck out of me, because I still love Star Wars. I still love Star Trek. I still love these fandoms because guess why? I've got the DVDs and Blu-rays and the books over there on my shelf. And I can break those things out anytime I want it and watch it.
Just like Doomcock says, it's on my DVDs.
Exactly. They can't kill my love for something, because to me, the shit that they're putting out right now is just that. It's not the real thing. And we can easily fix a lot of these IPs by basically retconning all this crap as having never happened. It was a fever dream. Yes, that's the whole Bobby Ewing was being killed being a really bad nightmare, and they got rid of that season of Dallas. But Dallas continued
But
thanks to that.
But if you notice, because of that, the ratings weren't as good when he came back.
Yeah, but it did bounce back over time. And because once you screwed up the show and you then fixed it, a lot of the people who went away slowly started to make their way back. It does take time. I'm not going to blow smoke up nobody's ass, but it will take some time to fix it. Okay, next up, let's see. What the rest of the show is pretty much going to be talking about what's been going on in Minnesota.
I do still have the Steam thing to talk about too.
All right, you want to talk about that now or after we go through the crap that is Minnesota?
Well, let's get this out of the way because I have a strong feeling the thing from Minnesota is going to be taking up the rest of the show.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff coming for that. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, give me a moment. Since this is global news, I gotta put the global news sign up. Welcome to the show, Shrubs.
It is freaking time.
All right. Now we have global news coming to us, brought to the table by Wavo. All right, Wavo, you got the board.
All right, so Valve is having to defend themselves in a $900 million lawsuit in the UK against the BBC, who apparently is claiming that Valve is a monopoly and is using that to well, I'll just read it directly off the article here. It says, quote, "The decision was made by the Competition Appeal Tribunal, which rejected Valve's attempt to block the claim from moving forward. The lawsuit accuses Valve of abusing its dominant position in the PC gaming market through the operation of Steam, leading to, quote, unfair prices, per the BBC." Which, let the record stand that Steam is one of the few places where you can actually go these days where video games are relatively decently priced. You have companies like Nintendo talking about having to pay $80 for a game like it's normal. And you have Xbox and PlayStation wanting to charge $100 for GTA 6 when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Then
let's not forget how much they wanted for Star Wars Outlaws. That was like what, 130, 140 bucks, 160 bucks, something like that.
Exactly. Then on the flip side of that, you have what was it? There's a game recently where I can't remember the name of the game right off the bat. Silk Song, Hollow Knight Silk Song, that came out. It came out a few months back, where they charged on Steam. The game was sold on Steam. They charged $20 for it, and even the pirates, even video game pirates at the time, were saying, buy the game. Pirates were encouraging people to buy the actual game because it was so well priced.
Yeah.
And when all the other companies come out and said you should start charging more, they said, no, we won't.
Yep.
So now the BBC is claiming, I'm just going to say the UK. The UK is claiming that Steam's prices are unfair because they're a monopoly.
But they're
Wow.
not.
You had it right the first time. It's the BBC, not the UK. It is the BBC.
Okay.
But that's just it. Stream isn't a monopoly. It's got plenty of other competition out there. Yeah, it's what I use because it's convenient. But there are other streaming gaming services out there. How can they say it's a monopoly?
Yeah. And it says a little further down, quote, it alleges that Valve uses restrictive contractual terms to control how and where PC games are sold, limiting publishers' ability to offer lower prices and earlier releases on rival storefronts, end quote. This part confuses me. Because outside of the big companies, outside of the big three, what other competitors does Valve really have?
Well, could I ask a stupid question as somebody who doesn't know much about this? By any chance, does the BBC in any way handle any kind of game streaming?
No.
Nope.
But it is trying to get into bed with fucking Epic Games, though. I will make that be known.
Well, maybe that could have a lot to do with the reason for this.
Yep, as said, which is, as I said, that is, hello, pot, this is fucking kettle.
Yeah.
Well, considering the fact that the BBC for the longest time forced people to pay a service fee to use just a regular TV pulling stuff off their antenna.
Yeah, the TV license.
Indeed.
And the fact that they've lost that, and the fact that they were actually running commercials at the same time, so they were getting double paid to operate. That's yeah.
Not that much different from some of your taxes going to the PBS, though. To be fair,
Which they're not getting no more.
Now,
but that is essentially what it was doing.
Now, my question is, isn't the BBC itself a monopoly in the UK?
For the most part.
Yeah. I repeat my statement. Hello, pot. This is fucking kettle.
Yep.
Well, I'm still trying to figure this out, because it's not a monopoly. The basic gist is the BBC is filing a lawsuit against Valve for basically acting like a business. Yeah.
Because that's just the way Valve is doing things. That's just how a company does business.
I will put money on this is due to the failure of that fucking right-wing propaganda game.
Yeah,
I will put money on it.
Yeah,
the fact that Steam didn't basically silence anybody absolutely shit canning the game or reviews, or stop anybody from using it as basically against the British government. That's what this is all about.
Well, I'm sorry.
This is them throwing a tantrum. That's all this is.
I'm going to say this right now. Y'all know how I feel when it comes down to it. I tell all the dudes, if you've got sons and there's the possibility of dating a woman from the UK, the basic statement is Cornish women, yes. Welsh women, yes. Irish women, oh yeah. Scottish women, oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, check those
Definitely.
skirts first.
English women, on the other hand, is one of those where you run away screaming, no, until you pass out.
And
But Amelia, on the other hand,
now in places
He's
like
not
in
that
places
list.
like in places like California and New York, you could say the same about American women.
exactly. But Amelia, on the other hand, is a hot goth chick with purple hair that makes me get my heart flutter and go, yes, please.
Yeah, it
So
probably
she
the
is
more
the exception to my no English women rule.
yeah, probably the more accurate description would be London women, Richard, not English women, London women.
No. My ex is from Basingstoke.
That's outskirts of London, dude. I repeat my statement. London women, no. English women, you can take them or leave them. You can get good ones, you can get bad ones, but for the most part,
I'm still looking at the Scottish and Irish women.
knock yourself out.
Richard
I
just
won't
likes
argue
his
with that anymore.
redhead.
Yes.
Yeah,
Redhead.
that's the real whatever here. That's got nothing to do with the English whatever. No, there aren't any English redheads, so therefore I'm not interested. You are exposed, sir. You are exposed.
Hey, I also love women with beautiful, deep black hair.
Well, you'd love going down to the south of England, then, wouldn't you?
Yep. That's the issue. But yes,
I rest my case.
but I still can't get over the fact that they're claiming Steam as being a monopoly when there are so many other gaming streaming services.
Yeah, this is them throwing a tantrum over the failure of the Amelia game. I will put money on it. Because Steam didn't roll over, because Steam didn't help them silence people absolutely shit canning the fuck out of that game. This is the BBC throwing a fucking tantrum. I will put money on it.
Now, I will say this now to anybody out there that makes the artificial intelligences and putting them in bodies. If you can make me an Amelia, contact me in my DMs. So let's move on before I
Put your tongue back in your head, Richard. We can see the puddle forming.
Dude, I hope your floor is Scotch guarded.
Yeah.
Hey man, my drill ain't that bad.
Yeah, or lino at least, so you can use a mop and bucket.
Okay.
I'll send him my rubber sheets if need be.
Oh.
Okay.
I have many questions. We are going on. Moving on.
You guys know how much I love you, right? Y'all get my sense of humor.
I just hope it's not as much as I think you do after that last comment.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all get my sense of
crazy
humor,
and worse.
okay? Y'all get my sense of humor, and I love that about you guys. Y'all know whenever I'm making jokes, and it's awesome. Give me a minute. I gotta wipe the tears from my eyes. I've been laughing so hard.
Where's the family meme? Where's the family meme? I have to put it up again. This is becoming as bad as Siggy with his fucking button pushing. No Siggy, bad Siggy. This is going to become no Richard, bad Richard.
And you say it, and now he'll show up.
Yep.
Now I'm surprised Siggy hasn't already here.
It's not a matter of if, only of when.
Yeah, that's
Indeed.
true. All right, next up, we're going to start touching on what's been going on in Minnesota.
Amazing.
That's what the majority of all this new stuff is coming out of. We've got this past week. I wanted to do a deep dive into Iran yesterday, but I couldn't get to it because of all the stuff coming out of Minnesota that was just slamming against the news. And I'm like going, you got to be kidding me. This stuff is getting crazy. They are so lucky. Because if I was at a hotel and people were doing the crazy stuff that they're doing at the hotel and I could not get no dang sleep, they would be hating it because I would grab a fire hose, open the window, and start hosing those dumb asses down. And I would be willing to go to jail for it. Because
I
when the
hear
cops
that
finally showed up,
was
it'd be
actually
like,
mooning them at one point, or like had beer and were mooning them out the top window.
yes. It's wild. I mean, they've attacked
I'm gonna show
people
you that.
and stabbed people just because they thought, oh, you're an ICE agent or you're a Republican, and attacked them. It's wild. Okay, there was a group of lawyers that chartered a small plane to fly them up to Minnesota. And the air traffic controllers warned them not to do it in that small plane because it would ice up and crash if they went up there in this small plane. And the pilot looks at these lawyers and says, hey, they're saying we shouldn't do this because of the weather conditions. And the lawyer said, we're paying you. You're taking us there right now. Well, the plane crashed and killed everybody. You let that sink in, guys. The lawyers forced the pilots to do something the pilots really did not want to have to do because of the bad weather. And the pilots got told, we're paying you to fly us. You're flying us. Do it.
And I've heard that in the aviation industry happens quite a bit, where the clients push the pilots that don't want to safely fly for some reason and push them to either do it anyway, or the pilot really just has to walk the hell off.
Exactly. Hey, it's Wes Cagle. He is in the house. Hey, Wes
The man
Cagle,
is
if you
alive.
want the link, let me know.
Wes.
What's up, West?
I can I can absolutely send you a link if you want, West.
Yeah, send him a link. Send him a link.
Come on, buddy.
Eagles
There's
live.
Yep.
amazing.
But like I was saying, this isn't an unusual, like, people have done this before when it comes to renting these planes out. These chuckle nuts were going up there. They stated to everybody they were going up there to make bank, to sue ICE agents and the government to make money. Because they're like, oh my God, this is awesome. We're going to make some money by representing people and suing.
You'll have to forgive me a second, Richard. I've got to address West Cagle a moment here.
All right.
What? Are you retarded? No fucking horse!
Only this horse.
Yeah, only crazy horse and ginger horse. That's it.
No fucking horse!
But like I said, that they were going up there to try to profit off of the chaos that's going on in Minneapolis and Minnesota. And it is a tragedy. But it's a tragedy that did not have to happen. Just like all the other tragedies that are coming out of there. None of it had to fucking happen.
Yeah, it did.
If Minnesota...
Commies need to die. People need to die. It need to happen.
Yeah. But like I said, you're not seeing this in other states where ICE is being allowed to go in and arrest these people and pick them up at the jailhouses and the prisons when they get caught. Because the ones that the ICE has been focusing on the most over this past year have been those that are convicted criminals, especially convicted sex criminals, criminals that are involved in human trafficking. There are videos out there of the ICE agents talking to these, let's be kind and call them protesters, even though they're not. They are hindering legal operations. They are terrorizing the communities they are in. But they don't seem to care whenever the ICE agents sitting there go, look, we're here to apprehend a child rapist. Let us do our job. They don't care. They really don't. And it is ridiculous to me.
Hey, Weber, you got it?
No, he said he'd be right back. But
Dang it.
I'm frustrated by some of this stuff, because it's just
He's
they're
going to get the
putting
Rand bell.
themselves
Got the Rand
in
bell.
harm's way. They're putting themselves into harm's way, and it's really, really, really messed up. Our next bit of crazy shit, which we're going to be bringing Alice up,
Uh-oh.
is this crazy nurse that was calling for medical personnel to break out syringes and filling them full of all kinds of different substances and injecting them into ICE agents to cause them not to be able to do their job for 24 hours, be it paralytics or other drugs or even just saline solution to scare them. This violates the Hippocratic oath that they've had to take.
Absolutely.
This
and
woman,
when your quorum is to do no harm, it's really counterintuitive to want to do said harm, and then to say that you're going to go after these people, these law enforcement officers
who are federal agents.
who are federal agents, that's a little bit of insurrection mixed with a little bit of you need to lose your license mixed with a little bit of delulu right there.
it's crazy.
It's insane that somebody who
Pure insanity abounds. Yes.
it is. I mean, when you're, your whole career or however long your career may be, you're there to be the best of the community, to be the most compassionate, most empathetic, and then to make these statements. That's where you don't know if they're treating their patients correctly.
Was right there. One thing we learned growing up in South Florida is you don't mess with Customs and Border Patrol or even Fish and Wildlife or any of them because they have more damn power than any of your sheriffs or local police departments. You saw their trucks rolling down the road, and this is long before anything. You did not do anything because if you got stopped by them, it was federal. Learn that.
You done gone fucked up.
Yeah, and they were all over the place down there. They had jurisdiction anywhere.
Now, Wes Cagle says Hippocratic oath, it violates the criminal code. Exactly. That's the problem here.
Assault, battery, attempted murder.
Yeah,
you got to go on.
If they're in full of that, you get an air bubble injected in the wrong place. That's almost immediate death.
Yeah.
Yep.
The fact that you've got so many of these crazy people who are calling for this, for violence and killing people, it's frustrating me to no end. And people are trying to act like the people calling for this are the good guys, which leads us to the dude who got himself shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a certain mustache man and his bodyguard that had the initials SS told the German people to do the exact same fucking thing at one point, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
And they even got their kids involved in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just like what these people are trying to pull.
the laughable defense of Berlin by the Hitler Youth. Yes, the absolute pointlessness that was.
The very thing they claim they're against.
Yep.
Now,
You know, and I know we do bring this analogy up a lot, but it's like they wanted to use it against the right, but it's still so applicable for them. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, y'all talk about the same things all the time and make the same references all the time. But if the shoe fits, let's keep wearing it.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, now we're going to touch on this pretty guy who got shot and how the mainstream media is trying to say, oh, he was just this nurse. And if you look at the images that they've been showing on the news, they cleaned him up and made him look a whole lot more attractive than he actually was.
Oh, the Boston Bomber's younger brother treatment, was it?
Wavo, can you do me a favor? You know the picture I shared with you? Can you hit share your screen so I can put that up so people can see
does
this?
everybody
give me just a second. Let me find it real quick.
Does everybody recall all the thirsty fucking teenagers and young women who were demanding the younger brother of the Boston Bomber?
The dude that killed the CEO.
Yeah.
All right. This is the picture. This is the dude that we are talking about.
Oh my God.
Remove so you can see the whole thing.
Whoa.
That's him.
That's all kinds of fucked.
And
wait a minute, the guy. If I'm seeing this correctly, the guy looks like a circus clown. Oh my God!
That's an insult to circus clowns.
They were trying to say.
I know.
They're trying to say that he was this good, wholesome guy that was a nurse that cared about people. When he was
that is good. That is good, wholesome to the fucking nutters. We know this.
Yep.
There is nothing wholesome or good about this.
Agreed.
This guy belongs in an insane asylum.
Agreed. But that is good and wholesome to the ones who live in the fucking asylum.
Now, there are those out there that have been calling up the fact, well, he had the legal permit to carry the gun that he had with him. And there are those that are saying, well, the Second Amendment allows you to carry a gun to a protest. The Second Amendment does, but Minnesota law does not. Minnesota law. Okay, let me finish. Minnesota law itself states you are not allowed to carry a gun, a firearm, to a political protest. That is Minnesota law. And the gun that he had, one of my intelligence people just sent me the message saying, yo, the gun that this dude had in his belt is known for having accidental discharges, which is a major defect within the gun he was carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anybody didn't just shoot his balls off when he had it.
Now, he also was not carrying his ID, which invalidates his carry license. If you're carrying a gun, even if you have a concealed carry license, if you don't have the photo ID that goes with it, guess what? You're breaking the law.
Yeah.
And this guy went there to cause problems. His own family kept telling him, don't cause problems because you've already caused enough problems with your protest in the past. Don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
He went there to cause problems. We have actually gotten to see, just like with Renee Good, where we finally got to see the video of her trying to run over the ICE agent. She hit him. We saw the video. We saw his own camera angle of him getting hit, hearing him get hit before he took a shot. Okay. And this pretty guy was an established agitator and protester. He had already had physical uh, uh, interactions protesting ICE, getting physical with ICE agents and causing problems.
And
And
Wes
as
said,
Les
"Yep."
Cagle says, FAFO. If you keep pulling
And he
this
also
stuff,
says, "Yep, my license is on my phone. That way, it's always with me because he's a responsible gun owner and a
exactly.
law-abiding citizen."
And even Florida passed a law where you
Go
can now
West.
open carry everywhere. Almost everywhere.
Now,
It was controversial.
what's got me about this is the fact that the mainstream media is trying to clean this guy's public image up and make him look like something he wasn't.
Like the
Because it
Maryland
doesn't suit the
man.
narrative if he doesn't.
Now, I miss the days when reporters and journalists reported the facts and allowed us, the people, to make up our own minds about what to think. That was what being a reporter and a journalist was all about. When I was going to college the first time in 1995 through 1998, that was what they were teaching the journalist students that I was going to school with. That's not it anymore. Because I remember listening to the teacher telling them, you're not an activist. If you want to be an activist, go be an activist. We're here to report the news. We are to give facts. Not opinion.
Speaking of facts, I'd like to address what Wes Cagle put in the chat as well about the what's going on in the medical community. If you want to bring that comment up.
All right, where's it at? This one.
That's you.
Thank you.
What's going on in the medical community? There was a case where a victim of the Bondi Beach shooting had to change her Jewish name because the staff wouldn't be trusted not to offer in her bed. Holy shit! Is that true?
Lots of liberal white women and people who have gotten woke educations.
Is that true, Shelby? Did that actually happen?
To clarify that with facts, no, that is not true. The name was changed. That was to stop anybody from whoever might have been supporting the gunman from finding them. Because, as usual, the media published all the fucking names of the victims after the report. So, of course, what was going to happen? The wankers who were probably part of the same mosque or part of the same group would have gone to the hospitals, gone looking for them.
That's fucked up, man.
So the statement that it was done so that the medical staff wouldn't kill them, not entirely true.
But I've seen a lot of bias. We've had a lot of bias here in the States. You know, when
not impossible. I'll admit, not impossible. Yeah.
No. But you don't even let anybody know what political affiliation you have at work.
Very few.
Yeah, and most certainly getting the same over here too.
Well, that was how it used to be. Medical personnel, all the medical personnel I knew, they said that it was a major policy they had at their job is where you didn't talk about politics at all at work.
Yeah, and technically you guys were supposed to have the same policy, but they still do it.
And it was actually the other side that got in trouble with it at work, not the ones that I would consider conservative. We actually were the very quiet ones, and it was actually the other side.
They're like the yip, 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 yeah.
Mm.
And I also do things at work that I don't necessarily agree with, but I do because I know if our patients don't come to us, they will go to other places, other countries, and get subpar
Fine,
care.
I'll say it. When you take off boobs,
Yes, I do
Mhm.
gender
Yeah.
affirming surgery.
that's just
she
whatever
said
you get
doo-doo.
assigned to that day.
Do I always believe that it's correct? No. But do I honor the fact that it's my patient's wishes and I wish them no harm and want them to have the best outcome? Yes.
That's because you're a professional, and that's how it should be.
Yeah.
And
Wes
that
Cagle
person, when
posted,
they come to me and we're putting them to sleep and I'm right there, they don't know what side of the street I'm on. All they know is there's 4 sets of very loving hands, very capable hands, besides the surgeon and the assistant, that are going to get them through this.
yeah, that's how it should be. That's how medical is supposed to be done. Wes Cagle says that there were reports that the staff had made posts that they would delete any Zionists they came across.
Yeah, medical staff from a Sydney hospital. Yes, that is true. Not the same hospital.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I can most certainly see that they would have made the decision to do it just in case, because sod's law. The one time you don't do it is the one time you miss that that same person is in the hospital.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I can agree, I can understand and agree that both situations could have been true. They they changed the name so because the media were fucking idiots and published the names in the report, so every fucker in Sydney knew who it was and which hospital they were going to.
See, and
And
that's a direct violation of HIPAA rights.
Oh,
Yeah.
So how they even, I don't know what the laws are over there.
yeah, you're not here.
Yeah,
But we can't even.
HIPAA rights and whatever don't exist over here.
Okay.
Oh God,
Because like here, how some of these professionals like that show up on like the TikTok, the crazy things over here with, have a patient in them or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be prosecuted. So should be prosecuted like no tomorrow.
Yeah, because I found out I had a violation with HIPAA and trying to find a lawyer for that shit is like, I had a blatant violation with HIPAA. I should have sued the hell out of that lawyer.
Yeah.
You know?
To be fair though, no HIPAA laws and whatever, but if a complaint's made the hospital, they're out in their ass before they can blink anyway. So there's no need for HIPAA rights. It's basically if the claim's found to be true, it's like, well, grab your stuff, you're fucking out of here.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
I'm still upset. Like I said, they're trying to. It's like what happened with Good, where they tried to play her up as being an innocent bystander who just had dropped her kid off when she'd spent the entire morning using her cart to block the movement of ICE agents in their vehicles.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if she was in that signal chat.
Yes, that's what we'll be talking about next.
Yes,
the whole
didn't
thing
that
with
put a
Signal.
cat among the weeds? Yeah.
All right. Which is a good segue into this. Okay, there was this thing called an app that they network they had created to track the movement of ICE agents and reporters called The Signal. Now, we have
actually
gotten
the
access, not us personally, but the media were given access to the chats that were showing who was responsible for setting up this network, which included high-ranking elected Democrat officials in both the state and the city of Minneapolis. There's also ties to people in Canada who set up the Signal network.
Just to clarify, Richard, it's not the Signal that what the group's called. It's a group on Signal. The app is called Signal.
Oh, okay. I thought the app, the group, and the app were the same people.
No, it's an app that's been, I guess, around. Even they used it against TakeSeth at one point with that. They called it Signalgate when something got leaked.
Oh, okay.
It's on the app. It's an app.
All right. Well, these people were using the Signal app to track ICE agents and their movements, as well as tracking the movements of reporters, which may or may not have led to one of the independent reporters getting physically assaulted and stabbed. But it is possible that this is where that came, that they were involved in this shit. But
you were going to say, let that sink in. You were going to say, let that sink in again.
You could almost call it a true terrorist organization being formed.
Yes.
Yeah.
This network
only amplified.
Okay. This network that was tracking law enforcement officers and officials carrying out their duties. I can't remember which news network actually put an embedded journalist with the ICE agents. From the waking up at like 3 a.m. and getting ready to go and do a raid, and the briefing that was going on, telling the ICE agents who it was that their target was, what their crimes were, the families that they had here, and all that stuff. And the reporters were freaking out over the fact that the people that they were going after were human traffickers, rapists, and things of this nature. It's
almost like Dr. Phil did when he first went out with like Tom Homan and in the beginning.
The look on
that. Of course they freaked out, because imagine if any of them fucking talked and told them exactly who was fucking paying them.
And the look on this female reporter's face when she found out the crimes of the people that this group was going out and capturing, really, she couldn't believe it, because she just thought she was going to be riding along with a whole bunch of thugs going and snatching people up off the road. And
did she learn the lesson is the key question.
Yeah, that's the problem. Did this reporter wake the hell up and realize, hey, I've been part of a problem here spreading propaganda? I don't know, because I've known people that even after you've shown them the facts, they still want to hold on to the lies that they've held so dearly. Like, no, Biden had full cognitive ability, and Kamala is a gifted speaker.
Okay, rant incoming.
Yeah, you need the rant. You need the rant. Hang on.
No, I'm being good boy. I'm not going to go off on the rant. I promise.
We preempted the rant. Don't try.
If you do go into a rant, then put up the rant banner.
That's the plan. I'm not going to go into a rant, because I am talking about this network that they had set up that was being coordinated by elected Democrat officials there in Minnesota and Minneapolis. High-ranking elected officials were coordinating this stuff.
Gee, almost like people turning around and saying, all these people are coordinated and are probably getting paid by the people in power to do this. Oh my God, that's actually what's actually happening. Oh my God, who'd have thought?
Yep. And then you've got this Soros-funded DA who's talking about wanting to start prosecuting every ICE agent as a war criminal.
Wait a minute. You can't do that if war has not been officially declared by anybody.
Yes. Plus the fact these ICE agents are doing their job enforcing laws that were passed all the way back in the Clinton administration. All right. Let's Cagel's got this cool message for us.
Yeah, that's smoke and mirrors trying to scare them off. That's all that bullshit is.
Yep.
Is they can't think of anything to shut it down legally, so they're basically throwing shit to the wall and smoke and mirrors up to try and scare ICE off.
Yeah,
that's all that is.
Ridiculous. Wes
agreed.
Cagle says, I don't spread propaganda. I just shove it straight up your arse. That way you don't notice since you're used to the government already being up there already.
Well, he ain't wrong.
Yep. All right. Our last little bit of news coming out of Minnesota is Ilhan Omar and the quote unquote assault on her person, where a known lefty agitator sprayed her with watered down apple cinnamon vinegar.
What?
Now, there are conspiracy people out there talking about the fact that this was most definitely a setup because, well, it looks like it's a big time setup because the camera crew framed him before she came out to give her little speech. And they were focused on him and her when he stood up and sprayed her. And
I'd be bored
the
of dinner
security
first.
guy that tackles him to keep him from doing it almost looked as if it would have been the same thing on a the same type of tackle you would see on a touch football field. Anthony,
the same level of acting out of fucking soap operas.
Yep, and the guy's name is Anthony Kazmierzak, and his ex-wife is Beatrice, is a political activist and a big supporter of both Ilhan Omar and AOC.
Oh, what a fucking coinky dink!
Yep, and he's a known supporter of this woman. They actually have pictures of him with Ilhan Omar. And Wes Cagle says the guy that sprayed her worked at Subway and got apple cider vinegar from his work, or so I've been told. Hey man, apple cider vinegar tastes good on sandwiches. I will admit that.
So they've already met the guy, and just out of nowhere, he just suddenly shows up to her, bringing whatever, and then attacks her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't sound suspect at fucking all, does it?
Now, all this is happening at the same time that Congress has actually been contemplating kicking her out of Congress because of all of the fraud shit that's tracing back to her.
Yeah, funny that.
And my intelligence assets are saying he is only being charged in for third-degree assault for an attack on an elected official. Only getting a third-degree assault on an elected official.
Yeah, well, what else would they charge him with and whatever? It's no different to grabbing a bucket of water and dunking it on somebody's head.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Now, I'm surprised they didn't have the guy wear a MAGA hat and scream, "This is MAGA country, bitch."
Because that ploy didn't fucking work the first time.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, Juicy Smollett and whatever, that was proven to be fucking bullshit. That wasn't going to work a second time.
Like I said, this is coming out as there is so much evidence pointing to Ilhan Omar being part of all of the fraud that's going on there in Minnesota. That she has been a recipient of that fraud money.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that they're officially going after her for immigration fraud for having married her brother.
What?
Yeah, this is some really wild stuff that I'm looking at this stuff going, what the hell? And
anybody else feel like they're in an episode of Game of Thrones right now?
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that. I remember hearing about the supposedly she didn't marry her brother. He's not her brother, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, legally it is.
Mm-hmm. Even if he's not her biological brother, he was raised as a brother, legally.
Yep.
Are they related, though?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Because there are some that are saying yes, he is her biological brother from another mother,
So a half brother.
and it's wild. It's but then again, we do have what happened that just got pushed through in the UK, where the BBC is actually supporting cousin marriage and promoting it.
Yeah, I saw that ad. Thankfully, it got fucking absolutely wrecked across social media, which was quite funny.
I'm gobsmacked. I wanted to make a joke with a couple of my cousins about that, and
They have to make the fucking Muslim marriage whatever somehow acceptable, and that's the best way to fucking do it.
oh, there's also a fake winery involved in all this. Oh wow!
Yeah.
Ethan Omar is tied to a fake winery. Oh wow!
Oh,
Yeah, it's owned by a Muslim. Yes.
Yes, and alcohol is haram under
Yeah,
Islam.
yes. So where's the fucking questions being asked about that then?
Well, it's also pretty much haram for women to be in elected positions in Islam.
Yeah, also funny that. A lot of we must respect Islam when they're not even respecting their own fucking laws.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. I was actually discussing this with a buddy of mine the other day.
Hold on one sec. Wes Cagle posted the brother marriage was to get the brother in. The citizenship fraud is on her father's dubious asylum claim.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either. That's been done before.
Yep. All right, go ahead, go for it, Wavo.
I was actually discussing this with a buddy of mine the other day. It's really weird how Christians are treated differently than literally anyone else of any other religion. Where not only with the whole, you can't read the Bible or anything like that, but you can have the Quran. But also with like in regards to how they're treated in the media. Oh, if somebody claiming to be a Christian does something, it's wrong. They should be punished. They should be this and that, blah, blah, blah. But if a Muslim or a Hindu or somebody like that, literally any other religion does literally the same exact thing.
Or something worse.
They're this religion, so we can't say anything or it's considered racist.
Yep. I mean, they can do worse shit.
Completely ignoring the whatever of you can't be racist to a fucking religion.
Exactly. I mean,
now, what are you doing? What are you doing there, Shrubby? What are you doing there, Shrubby? What are those two words that you're using?
I know exactly what I'm doing. That's why I said
logic and reasoning. Which what you're always telling us. You're using logic and reasoning.
I know. And that's the dumbest part.
Yeah. It's sad, but it's true.
Well, all I gotta say, and I'll say this once again, although I get tired of saying it, is that, being a recovering liberal, I will say, I am sorry, because the people that you are representing here are the wildest, weirdest extremes that you could ever get. These people make the rest of us look bad. We're just trying to go out and live our lives and be halfway decent, sane people.
Yep.
And I think they should all be boiled.
About 20 years ago, I might have agreed with you, Casey. This is the norm now.
Mm-hmm.
We're the anomalies, not them. That's the worrying part.
Okay, Wes Cagle says, yep, and the winery has about 24 hours ago completely disappeared from the internet, which is the only place it actually existed. Things that make you go,
Yes.
This woman was able to go from a net worth of 15 grand to 5 million within a year.
Oh, how unusual.
I would love to just have a net worth of 15 grand as opposed to the what? Maybe $15 I'm worth right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I mean, like I say, they're cutting all my medical benefits, and I'm like one step away, one major, hospital stay, one doctor's visit from being penniless. And yet these idiots can go off and do whatever the fuck they want.
Yep. And that's what's got us so upset. And Wes Cagle also says, before I forget, Casey's Creepy Creations, and he gives the link. Thank you, Wes Cagle.
Thank you, Wes.
Motherfucker, you just got out of the hospital, Wes. Stop it.
Now, you guys know me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. And as Trubby is known to make fun of me for saying this,
Wes Cagle in the chat.
I consider you guys all family. And I adore and love each and every one of you. And I mean,
GIF. I'm getting the fucking GIF.
Yeah. Now, it frustrates me when I see so many good, honest people out there who can't get help from the quote unquote safety net that is supposed to be there to help us when we need it. Mm-hmm. But we can't get it because there's so many people who've been using that safety net as a fucking hammock. Agreed. I've talked to you guys about what it was like being homeless with a pregnant wife and a toddler and trying to get help and having the people at the Department of Social Services in tears because the only thing they could do was give us EBT and a box of food and diapers. That was all that they were able to do. All right. Shrubby wants me to put this up, so give me a moment, guys.
I've now downloaded it. That's going to be a permanent fucking thing now.
Well, like I said to you guys, y'all are my family. I love you. And you don't fucking hurt my family. When we were homeless and looking for help, I had a spiral notebook, 5-subject spiral notebook that was full of phone numbers and contact information for all the different charity groups in North and South Carolina trying to get us off the street because all of the shelters would not take us in. Those that had room would not take us in because Emma was pregnant at the time. Because of insurance reasons, they wouldn't allow us in. That still is upsetting, but not as upsetting as the fact that there were housing that the city had that was sitting empty that they could have put us in because we qualified for the housing. But the state Department of Social Services in Raleigh refused to allow them to give us these empty apartments because the person who was supposed to be sitting in that apartment was sitting in a fucking jail cell for several years because they had been caught selling drugs or prostitution out of that housing. All because of politics. There are so many people.
Were they black?
Yes. There's and Hispanic.
There's your answers.
That could have been getting this help that was supposed to be there for them, but because of political bullshit, they were not being. It now explains to me why the turnover rate for the Department of Social Services had such a high turnover rate of people burning out. Because they wanted to help people, but they weren't allowed to, all because of the bullshit. People playing politics and not doing the fucking job they were there to do. I'm sorry, that was a rant. That was me cussing. But
do I need to get? Do I need to get the?
No,
Did we lose Crazy Horse?
I think so.
We did do, yes. And the cussing is the least part of it, dude. The rant's the problem. The cussing, not so much.
But
There we go.
Hopefully Crazy and Alice will be right back. But that happening removes it destroys the safety net. It's why so many people are in the same position I am now, that we look at all these programs that were made to help people like me and Casey that need the help. But
I have to agree with Wes Cagle's comment as well.
What? Oh, no. Empty housing for illegal immigrants, silly veteran. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it's been going.
You know what? And the worst part of it is, Richard, I can tell you there is no safety net anymore. It's got so many holes in it now that it's ridiculous. I can be a guy who pays his rent all the time in full, pays his bills, even if I end up completely broke after I pay them, I still pay them. And I see people who don't have to pay anything at all, and they're given money from the government to live on just because they're impoverished and they, and somebody gets knocked up with kids.
Yeah. It drives me. This is breaking my heart because y'all know me. I have opened my home up to strangers that needed help. I care so much about others that I will help them. There were times when I gave all of my money away to help somebody, and I shouldn't have done it because I really couldn't have afforded it. But I did it because I felt it was the right thing to do at the time. And I am tired of being called a heartless monster, that I don't care about people. When there is physical, hardcore evidence, and there are people out there that I have helped that will come up and give testimonials about how I went out of my way to help them. And that's how my family has operated for decades. But yet we're evil, all because we don't vote the way you want us to vote. My family has been poor. We are the very definition of working poor. But yet we are still some of the most kind, compassionate, and giving people. I have said this before. When I was in the Navy, I got awards just because I donated the most money to charity every year at each of the commands I got assigned to. I was out donating officers at the rank of E3 because I had a roof over my head, I had food in my belly, and a nice warm bed to sleep in. But I was still making donations to children's hospitals, the Special Olympics, because I felt they needed more money than I did at the time. But yet I'm a selfish monster because
you're white.
Yeah. What's this?
Us evil people with privilege.
I figured that was appropriate.
Yeah. It frustrates me, guys. It really does. Especially
As
with
it
what's
should.
been going on there in Minnesota and Minneapolis, where you have politicians who are fanning the flames. They're working behind the scenes to set this shit up. And it scares me because we're getting so close to something that could trigger a Bubba effect. It's terrifying. I have friends of mine that are still in the military, that are still special operators. We've got the intelligence network that I've been communicating with that have people that are still doing the job. That the Bubba effect, if that gets triggered and we do end up, God forbid, going into bang, 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 bangs, and people are going after each other, it's not going to end well.
Well, all I got to say, if that happens for somebody like me, would one of you please pull the trigger, because I'd rather it be you than somebody else. Because, like I say, on top of everything else, I can't even own anything to protect myself. So you might as well just put a target on me and call me dinner.
You know, if something does happen, I have a feeling I can get 3 people that will help me get to where you're at, extract your butt, and bring you back here so we can protect you.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, do you have any idea? I have literally been in the back of my own apartment building collecting cans with a bunch of kids out on a Saturday morning playing in their parking lot, seeing people come in shooting at each other when a drug deal goes bad, and actually had to roll out in front of them and stop them from shooting kids because the people that were supposed to be taking care of these kids were sitting back there taking pictures on their goddamn phones.
Yep. Okay. Casey, can you see the screen?
That doesn't sound suspect at all, does it?
I can see a
Phrasing, Alice?
Crazy says that they lost their internet, but hopefully they might make it back. But Alice says, I'm a coming, Casey. I'm a coming. So don't you think.
Alice, for love of God, phrasing?
Actually,
Jesus
Alice, I
Christ,
will
man.
allow that. I've
Well,
always
allow it.
wanted.
You might allow it. Doesn't stop it being fucking phrasing.
Hey,
Hey, Shrubby, when you're as old as I am, and you finally see a woman that'll say that, you'll take it anyway you can.
Oh my God.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
And that wasn't even meant to be a bomb moment. That's
Phrasing.
crazy.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
You
Wait
should
a minute.
see you.
Hey, I gotta do this one too. It's gotta happen.
Okay, just please don't get it anywhere important.
Calm down. Let's cool you down a little bit. Cool down.
Just don't get it anywhere important, okay? And I'm fine. You can spray me anywhere you want.
I love you guys.
Phrasing! The love of God!
Oh, I love you guys so much.
Shrubby, you know who I was when you got me, and you haven't complained yet. So give me a fucking break.
Phrasing!
Sorry.
Too late for sorries.
No,
Alice,
you're not. You're not sorry.
Alice, dear.
Well, Casey, I also have some more good news. We have more than just 3 people willing to come and help extract you. My intelligence network is saying they got your back.
I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. I really do.
All I'm saying is one flew over the cuckoo's nest version of fucking.
All right, hold on,
AIDS
guys. I
right
got to
now.
say this. Les Cagle, as the one person in this here group who's died 5 times, got to talk with a man with kind eyes. I can say this truthfully. Dude, he does love you.
No, we don't.
And
I'm not saying he doesn't love people. I'm just saying he doesn't love him.
that's possible, but no, no. Okay, Zach says he defeated me a Miyamoto Musashi in a video game, and he is proud of himself, and so are we. That is awesome. That's the ghost of yo. I can't speechify these words.
Yeah, you lost me a ghost of yokai. Look.
Well, on behalf of myself, I would appreciate anyone who would, in that situation, be willing to come and extricate me before I get to be a trophy on somebody's wall.
Hey,
Well, I'm kind of in the wrong damn country, so I can't really volunteer that one.
I understand, Shrub. I understand.
Get the box. Get the bucket.
Right, Richard? My thoughts exactly.
Get a bucket and a big box and some food and some snacks.
Yeah.
And
Why the shit am I going to you? If that shit kicks off, I'm going the other fucking way.
Well, no, I mean, at least I'll get in the box, okay, Shrub?
Yeah, everybody else get in the fucking box and get here, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. No. Bad, Shrubby. Bad.
Why?
You know why. Your backyard has some animals that want to kill us. There's the snakes, the spiders, the crocodiles, the drunk flipping kangaroos.
To quote
Australia is home to the deadliest animals on the planet, and you have them where Florida has hundreds, you have millions.
To quote a certain comedian that does a really amazing impersonation of Chopper Reed, this is Richard, and this is Ravo. They don't want to come to Australia because Australia is full of deadly things. Pardon the fuck up, Ravo and Richard.
Hey, man.
Shrubby, for the record, I just want you to know I have no problem with being shipped anywhere.
My luck is I go to Australia, the damn kangaroo's going to come out and knock my ass out.
Yep.
And I would so be filming every beautiful, hysterical moment.
Stop fight for them, man. That's your first
Wait a minute. If we do go to Australia, we have to take Laura Jane with us. So she can...
she's going to bring back too many critters. We can't get all them bitches through fucking customs.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't know somebody.
But she might tame them all and make Australia an awesome place to live.
I'd love to see how she'd go with a cassowary. That would be impressive.
And Ziggy's in the house.
All right, hold on.
We summoned him.
It's our own fault.
I told you what I say earlier. Tis not a matter of if,
when.
All right, let's read it. All right, running late. I suspect you all have discussed why bother discussing things and unanimously agreed to push the button, releasing the solution to humanity's problems.
No,
Sig Volderson. No, bad Siggy. Bad Siggy. Bad Siggy.
The problem. Anybody else thinking of Cartman with Kitty when he says that?
Bad Siggy.
The thing is,
Kitty, you bad Kitty.
Bad Kitty.
Hey, we had
the
to
thing
do that
is,
earlier, Siggy, for someone else, so don't feel bad. All because
the squid is not the solution to humanity's problems. The squid is the cause of humanity's problems. Releasing him would just make things 10 times worse.
Yeah.
The only way I want to see a squid is like with no suckers and fried in butter.
God, yes.
Oh.
I could go for that right now.
The only way I like my squid is underwater behind glass.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I like my squid on my plate.
Siggy says he is locked behind a stasis field. Yes, he is locked behind a freaking stasis field. And there he is going to freaking stay.
He will stay there.
Agreed.
He will stay there even if I have to go and use the batteries in my wheelchair. You know, like one of those. What do you call it with the bicycle generators?
Oh my god! I just watch his little legs dangling on the.
Oh God, I love all of you.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
I
want to see that now. I want to see Casey with his sword and his stone character sat there on the chair next to the fucking stasis field, pedaling his tits off.
Yeah. Now, to Sig Balderson. Sig Balderson says, Harvey says, he isn't a squid, you heretics. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm going to be taking insult. I'm going to take an insult from the guy who a few months ago in right before a round table openly confessed that all of Harvey's cults and all that stuff is all a load of bullshit.
Not to mention also the guy that double teams supporting the Emperor as well as the giant fucking squid.
That does kind of sound a little funny, doesn't it, Shrub?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, that is an actual thing that happened. Right before my very first Doomcock roundtable, Sig Balderson openly confessed, and I asked him immediately on the spot, and he directly confirmed that all of Harvey's crap is exactly that. Crap.
Caught in 4K. Holy shit. No more questions, Ronna.
Another piece of intelligence I've just received. There's ICE protesters that are actually going up to people and forcing them to show IDs to prove that they're not ICE.
What?
I believe the only ID they'll get from me is a fist to the face
of the squid.
Yes.
Oh God! That just makes me think of the one Patriot that showed up and took out 6 or 7 of them and started swinging on them after they touched.
Oh my God, that was glorious! Yes.
Oh, rail on the ground and they kept coming back.
And that dude kept knocking
all that dumb fucking land whale that picked it. The dumb fucking land whale that picked up the flashbang and then it exploded in their fucking hand.
Yeah.
Good.
The Patriot dude that had all the people trying to take his flag away and he just started knocking them out.
Yeah.
You know what that reminded me of? Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah.
He must have lived in a garbage can.
If I knew how to,
He's strong through the finish because he eats me spinach.
if I knew how to do it, I would have taken that video of him busting their butts and put the song of Popeye the Sailor Man to it, because that was what it reminded me of. How whenever Popeye got teased off enough, ate his spinach, and just kicked everybody's butt.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Make that a short, Richard, and put on your channel. Your channel will fucking explode.
Yep.
and Richard, you can actually get the public domain version of the Popeye theme and put it on there, and nobody can give you shit.
Hey,
If I knew, like I said, if I knew how to do it, I would, because that's what it. That is what it reminded me of. That's showing my age, because I watched Popeye the Sailor Man. That was one of the few cartoons that came on during the week. Hey, Fox Hills.
You've been showing your age. You'd be showing your age, Richard, if you could remember the original comic strip where it wasn't even based on Popeye to begin with.
No, it wasn't. It was
Thimble Theater.
what was the name of it again?
Thimble Theater.
Because there was original a comic strip. Popeye was actually the look of Popeye was actually based off of a guy that worked at a bar.
Yep.
And oh god, this is one of those.
I actually have that story. I actually have that story posted on Facebook somewhere. Let me see if I can dig it up. Because I had it cross my memories today.
It was Popeye was one of my favorites, man.
That photo that's actually attached to it and whatever is actually not the same guy.
Frank Rocky Fiegel.
Yep,
that's him.
He was born in 1868 in Poland, and as a child immigrated to the United States with his parents, who settled down in a small town in Illinois. After a 20-year career as a sailor in the Merchant Marines, Fiegel retired and was later hired by Wybush's Tavern in Chester as a bouncer to maintain order in the rowdy bar. Says Rocky quickly developed a reputation for always being involved in fighting and usually winning. As a result, he had a deformed eye, hence the name Popeye. Says he always smoked his pipe, so he always spoke out of one side of his mouth. In his spare time as a bouncer, Rocky would entertain customers by regaling them with exciting stories of adventures he claimed to have over his career as a sailor crossing the 7 seas.
Yeah,
Says the creator.
That photo they actually have in that story usually shows up with the sailor hat with the guy with the cob pipe in his mouth. That's not actually him.
Yeah.
Yeah, says the creator of Popeye, LZ Chrysler Seeger, grew up in Chester and as a young man met Rocky at the tavern and would sit for hours listening to the old sailor's amazing sea stories. And here's the question you were asking earlier. Years later, Seeger became a cartoonist and developed a comic strip called Thimble Theater.
There you go.
Yeah, and I mean, the story of where a lot of this stuff comes from to me is amazing. I mean,
which is why the Popeye movie wasn't particularly well received, because it was such a deviation from the cartoon show that people knew, because it went back to the original comic strip. That's why there's all those. That's why there's all those really subtle Jewish jokes throughout the movie if you're paying attention.
And I mean, Robin Williams wanted to do the real Popeye, and that's why the movie was the way it was. And
sucks it didn't do better. It really does.
Yep. And I mean, Robin Williams was perfect in the role. He just was so good at it. And oh man, I miss Robin Williams. He was, you only see one of those every 100 years, you know?
Yeah.
It says here that olive oil was also loosely based on a real person.
Yes, it was the lady who owned the flop house. Yes, I remember reading about that. Yeah, it was the lady who owned the flop house and was a very tall and thin lady, and somehow managed to look like a bundle of wire every time she walked.
All right, Wes Cagle posted, "I'm one tough Gazookas, which hates all palookas. What ain't on the up and square and buffs always
pips them and pops them and always out wraps them and none of them gets nowhere."
Yep. I mean, this is awesome, man. Well, it's almost time for us to get ready to roll it up. Unless Fox Hills wants to hop in at the very end, so I can give an update of what's been going on around my house, and that way we can hit on just how the ice happened.
Bicentennial Man.
Yes,
Wes Craven.
Bicentennial Man was a
I-
good movie.
It was.
It was.
It proved
Robin
that he
Williams
was a
was-
serious actor more than any other role he ever did.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Robin Williams did some of his best work when he was serious.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Patch Adams, Bicentennial Man, Goodwill Hunting, you fucking name it. All of those. He's not being funny. He's being serious. He's just being
Yeah.
it's funny while he's being serious.
Now, there were funny moments in Bicentennial Man.
Yep.
And the combination of the serious and the humor is what made it such a masterpiece.
Agreed.
Well, I like Dead Poets Society myself.
Fair. That one was also good. Sorry, I just listed 3, so I didn't stand there and fucking list his entire list of movies.
I loved him in almost everything he did. The one that he did that they really went all the way for was where he dies and he's in heaven. Because there was the car wreck that killed his kids, and then there was the car wreck that killed
Fisher King.
him.
The Fisher King.
No, that was a different one.
Oh.
Uh,
Well, it was like
Somewhat
there was a
May, I
Fisher
think,
King
is
one.
what it was. Because
The one I remember is August Rush. He actually ended up playing the villain in that movie.
Yes, where he was playing like a Fagin type character. Yes.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty decent. Oh, that was a pretty decent movie. It wasn't fantastic, but he did a pretty decent role in it.
Now, one Robin Williams movie I wasn't too fond of was Death to Smoochie.
I never saw that one.
That was people weren't accepting that he could play serious roles. I think people were expecting him to break out into a fucking song and dance number every 5 seconds.
Now,
That was the problem. He was playing a character that was seriously mentally disturbed. This was before he did 1 hour film, and yeah, I don't think people were ready for him playing a serious role. That was the problem. It wasn't a bad film.
Another role that he was in that I didn't like, I didn't even finish the movie, was The World According to Garp.
Yeah, I can see why. Yeah. That was just a terrible movie overall. That wasn't even a good movie to whatever. That was just a terrible movie overall.
Now, I got a question for you. Did anyone ever see what was his last film? He did one right before he died, and it was like supposed to be some kind of psychological thriller.
No, the last movie he actually made was The Last Night at the Museum movie.
Yeah, Night at the Museum 3.
Yeah, and that was the last one he did. That What Dreams May Come was the one. Because they used it, came out in let's see, what was it again? 1998 fantasy drama, and they used a whole new form of special effects to do the oil paints to where he was at in heaven. And oh god, it was that movie was so moving, man. And if
I just realized something very
you got to go see it. It is so. You can, if I remember right, you can find it on. It's either on Amazon or Hulu or Netflix.
I just realized something very, very disturbing.
What's that?
Robin Williams never did a single Studio Ghibli voiceover for a movie. There are no Studio Ghibli movies with him in it. And he would have been ideal for any of those characters, yeah.
Yeah. He was.
There is not a single Studio Ghibli film that he did.
Huh.
He was perhaps one of the greatest of his time, man. Well, since there's 3 of us here that are from North Carolina, that means me, Alice, Crazy Horse, and Fox. The 4 of us are all in this little place called North Carolina. We just got hit with a big ice storm. And some areas actually got a buttload of snow.
Yeah.
Now, Fox didn't make it for today's show because he was finishing up running some errands. Crazy and Alice have been dealing with, well, up on the mountain where the ice is really screwy up there. They've had internet go in, out, in, out, in, out. And of course,
Sounds like various other situations in that house.
Yep.
phrasing.
Oh no, that's just filthy. That's not phrasing. That's just filthy.
Yes.
Okay,
right.
back in your box, woman.
Now,
Wait, but what said the bird cage? Which one of
Yes,
my
the bird
puppets is named after the bird cage?
Your puppet's name is Birdcage?
My puppet's name is
Starina.
Starina. Out of the
Oh,
bird
sweet.
cage.
Ah.
now,
Yeah, true. We kind of can't go past the bird cage. Let's be fair.
Tracy said that he had a tumble today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Banged up his face, loosened up a couple of teeth.
Oh,
Possibly
shit.
gave himself a concussion.
Probably broke my finger.
Yeah.
That was
Oh.
the first one.
Alice fell and busted her buttocks.
She don't
That's
have no padding.
bruises.
Yeah, that's for an entirely different reason. Stop pretending otherwise.
Now, what about you, Fox? What has been your adventure in the ice storm?
Well, today's the first day I've been out, other than to get the dogs, and hell, it's about melted off here. All the roads
Yeah,
are clear and
that's
everything.
Not here. Not yet.
Hell, it's been 40
Awesome.
degrees past 2 days.
Let me go.
Damn. Black ice for everybody. Awesome.
And
Oh,
Tracy
it's in Howard
posted-
Ice. We still have a solid inch, and like Richard just put up, I just ran out the house because I heard beep, 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 and a DOT truck was turning around in our driveway with the salt and brine.
After I spread gravel and dirt and shoveled shit by hand,
For a half a mile up the road just so we could walk up to the main road for our truck.
because I ain't afraid of no manual labor.
Yeah.
Now, here in Florida, it's supposed to get down into the 20s this weekend.
Yeesh.
And I am not looking forward to that.
Oh, we were the other night. I was up all night with the big 80,000 BTU barn heater going in the house.
Yeah, it was like 12 degrees here.
Trust me, a lot of people are like, don't do that in the house. Our house is so big and well ventilated that we've been using it for 8 years.
Well, here's the fun part for my update. Guess what broke at my house?
Yeah, which I gotta talk to you about that because that seemed a little crazy when I read it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our
I'm
HVAC system,
wondering what's really wrong with it because it just sounded like they wanted to like rake you over the coals.
all right. Our HVAC is actually two systems. The new
Okay.
system was like around 9 years old. That had just gotten replaced right before we bought the house. But the system that's under the house is over 15 years old.
Okay.
And the transformer under the house system is what broke. The guy that came this morning, now, the cold doesn't bother me. Elsa and I would get along really, really well.
I was just about to call you, Elsa.
I was waiting for somebody to start fucking singing so I could throw a brick.
Right. Man, Scrubby.
No, you had to say something, didn't you, Shrubby? You had to say something.
Crazy. You have 5 fucking seconds to smack it with something before I throw the brick.
All right. Now, unlike most people, the cold doesn't bother me. All the metal that's in my body doesn't hurt when it's cold. My joints don't lock up when it's cold. That all happens in the summer when it's super hot for me. So I can't handle the heat. Now, Nadine is the exact opposite. She can't handle the cold. So she's got a couple of heaters back there with her right now. We've got a heater under the sink keeping the water from freezing. And I'm running around wearing nothing more than my Snuggie, a T-shirt, and my boxer briefs.
Okay, that's an image we didn't need, Richard. Thanks very much.
And
No.
Right.
Hang on. I have to do this. No. Bad Richard. Bad Richard. No.
and even in just this light amount of clothing, when it is like super cold in the house, I'm got a little bit of a sweat going. So I can't handle the heat that well. To me, this weather's great. When the guy that showed up to fix everything showed up, he showed up in a pair of shorts. And I looked at him and I said, "Hey, another person who likes the cold and can wear shorts in it. This is awesome." And he's like, "Yep, yeah, it's not that cold to me." And then he looked down and saw that I was standing outside on my the metal cripple ramp, barefooted. And he just looked at my feet, looked at me, looked at my feet. Yep, you like the cold. And but then again, I am the person who has walked out in the snow barefooted and not had a problem with it.
I walked 15 miles through the snow to get to school, both ways, with no shoes on.
And don't forget uphill.
Yes.
In the snow.
I had to go to get a condom with a boner.
Doggone it, Shrubby, you beat me to it.
Tutsla. You're Tutsla.
All right. Wes Cagle says, got down to 22 degrees, Levo. We've been at 22 as our high here in Jersey since the storm. Oh, man.
Oh my God. He's in Jersey. Jesus Christ.
And Alice, I laid down and went to sleep and woke up later, so I guess it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't work, dumbass.
For me, our plants are all gonna die.
Well,
my grandma's plants are gonna die, including this great big stupid bougainvillea she has in her backyard, which I absolutely hate. It's gonna die. Yay!
Well,
You see, there is some good things out of this wave of.
Oh yeah.
There is a silver lining.
Well, one of the things, okay, they came and said that what's broke in the underground or under the house, they can't just replace it because there's two different types of the gas, the cooling gas and heating gas that they use to go through the system.
Okay.
And the new environmental rules and regulations means they got to switch it all out so it's all using the same thing.
Yeah, it probably means it's R37, which means they're putting the R38 in it, which means it's pretty old.
Yep. So at first I thought it was when Nadine told me how much it was all going to cost. I thought she said $33,000.
Oh, that's.
And
yeah, which I
no, it's only 13, and I'm like,
yeah, oh thank God.
That sounds more
realistic.
So I was like,
more realistic.
That's cool.
$13,000.
Yeah, because they're replacing the outside system and the under the house system,
which would be the heat pump and probably the ducting and into the whatever you call it, the
Jesus
internal
Christ.
air handler. Condenser, whatever you call it. Yeah,
So,
see, I think the heat pump is probably about $6,000.
Yeah,
I just had I had a new heat pump put on this damn thing here 2 years ago, and it was $3,000.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's not a bad pricing considering the brand new system can go from anywhere between 20 to 30 grand putting the new system in from scratch.
The fact that they're going to be coming in on Friday morning, kind of early afternoon, around 10 o'clock in the morning, and be able to replace it by the end of the day, which is awesome. It just means that tonight and tomorrow we don't have no heat except for the little electric space heaters.
We gotta get you one of these buddy heaters with a grill tank and a hose.
And
Yeah,
that'll
that'd be
last
cool.
3 days. And
Now-
they're great. That's what I'm heating our whole house with.
You got to be using the propane. I hope you're using
That
the propane.
propane,
there, fella.
propane, that's right.
The propane,
Yep.
propane,
So,
propane.
I just wanted to make sure give everybody in the chat a quick update about what's been going on, since they got to hear some of it on the Discords.
Yeah, giving us all a friggin' heart attack, telling us it was fucking 33,000. You ass.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
Hey, it gave you a heart attack. It freaked me out too.
Crazy decided to tell me about it while I was driving, and all I heard was fuck, shit. And I'm like, oh my God, what?
Yeah, that number, yeah.
Well, shit,
Yeah,
hell,
that's
13 grand is still too damn much.
Yeah. Well,
man, it's
we
too
had a couple
damn
people
high.
ask if the system was coming with wheels.
Right?
I was like,
Seriously.
I wish.
Has it got a
Because
damn
it did.
Toyota logo on it?
Yeah, it freaked me out, man. And they did, but like I said, they
my
did.
God,
That
I
person
was
better
gonna
come with a whole room generator and all the bells and whistles included.
I
Yeah,
think we was talking about bells and whistles too.
I hate
but
that I
yeah,
got that reference.
Nadine's like, no, it wasn't 33 grand. It wasn't 33 grand. It was only 13. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, that's actually
And,
pretty decent. If I mean, look in the principle, if they're ripping everything, like all the old stuff out and regassing it, and then all it's going to cost you is 13,000, that's actually not bad. That's
Yeah,
pretty decent, actually.
And honestly, if they could do it in one day, because I remember back in the old days when my dad had to put stuff in houses, it used to take a couple of days actually to get it done, no matter when it was done.
Right.
Mm.
yep.
And labor's going to be a big chunk of that bill, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So-
Just safety permit sign-offs as well, having to handle the gas.
Yep. Because you got to have a license. for that
HVAC
shit.
contractors make some good damn money
Exactly.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That they
And
do.
Our
I just-
neighbor
they
went
make
out, braved that damn icy road today, managed somehow to make it the hell out, but he hadn't been out. He runs his whole HVAC business out of Rutherfordton. Actually, it's on Bill's Creek, Richard.
Oh, sweet.
The picture I showed
Okay.
you of the building, that's his HVAC company.
So if you didn't say that price was going down, I was about to flag him down through the ice and the crap just to find out if that was a good price.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Okay, I
West
have
Kegel
questions
says-
about this comment.
Yeah. Wes Cagle says it isn't a bad price. You know what a bad price is? $500 for a blowjob, and she doesn't let you finish.
Damn.
Okay,
Now,
are you
that's a bad
speaking-
price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you speaking from experience, West? Or
Yeah, is there something you shouldn't tell us that you really want to, Wes?
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
do you
yeah.
wish to share with something with the class right now? What the fuck?
Yep. Well, it's time to go ahead and wrap it up, guys, because, well,
That's what she said.
pop culture breakdown should be starting soon.
Grab it
So,
before you tap it.
It's
So-
already started. It started.
shit.
It started like 20 minutes ago.
Maybe.
Oh,
Why
crap.
are you worried about that?
oh, I don't like stepping on other people's toes.
Shit.
Dude, you think
Yeah.
Doomcock is really going to mind that much? I mean, with
Doomcock don't give a damn.
with the people he
Yeah,
got,
it's, a
it's
prin-
not-
it's a principle of the thing. You know that, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, I consider us all one big family, and I don't like. I like being able to support each other. You know. Besides, we hit all the big the story issues, and so as we get ready to wrap up, we're going to start off with Wavo. I hit the wrong button. Wavo, tell everybody what you got coming up.
Well, I have my first official review of the year going up next week. And I shared that before the stream to a couple of people here, and they really seem to enjoy it, so I know you guys will. So I got that going on. I have another review I'm working on, another review after that that I'm planning on doing, as well as several other projects I'm working on. So I'm back in the full swing of things.
Nice.
All right. Next up, we have Casey. Oops, wrong button. Hey,
You
tell us
fool!
what you got coming.
No problem. He looks better than I do anyway. Anyway, I'm sorry. I look like I'm dead.
Beauty.
What can I say?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
All right. Well, then,
Especially when they're dead.
yeah, I think if he was alive, this guy would have cataracts. But anyway, thanks for having me, guys. It was a great show. Great to see some people we don't usually see. As for me, if you feel like indulging in some very good original scary material, my channel Casey's Creepy Creations is forever at your service. We are open 24 hours a day. Feel free to belly up to the bar. I've got a cup of arsenic for anybody that wants it. And I've got one question for everybody here before we go. I found a way to create videos. I just need to find an easy way to edit them. Anybody got any ideas? Give me a holler, will you? But other than that, I thank you once again. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good shit. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Oh, yeah. It's awesome, brother. All right, Shrubby, you got anything you want to hawk and share?
Oh, God damn it. No, nothing in particular that's really happening. But I'll be kicking around and showing up mostly on all the other streams, probably throwing a brick in the chat or on the panel. I would have been on Tony's stream last night or the other day. But unfortunately, as was previously stated, the one day that he does a completely open late night panel or all night panel, and it's freaking Australia Day, which all of us are out doing things with family, getting drunk, eating lots of food, and enjoying ourselves.
Well,
so I was not home for that.
Tell the truth. You were passed out.
No, I was still awake. I was well and truly drunk and stuffed full of food, but I was still awake.
Well, from what I hear, he should be doing another one. Well, I think next week is a ginger file, but I think he'll be doing one a week after. So don't feel too bad.
Yeah, right. It's just annoying. The one time he had a completely open mic, open panel, and going all night, so anybody could jump in. It was the one day I couldn't fucking show up.
Dude, if it helps you any, here, I wanted to get in there so bad, but I got put to bed at like 7:30 Saturday night, and because of the snow that hit, I couldn't get out of bed until like 2:30 in the afternoon on Monday, so I missed it entirely. And you don't know what it's like to be a disabled guy who can't move outside of his bed. And he's like, I mean, I had no food or water, so don't feel bad, buddy. I know the feeling. I really wanted.
I will continue to feel bad, sir. Just more directing towards you.
Well, next up is Crazy Horse and Alice. Do you have anything you want to tell people about?
Well, I haven't been doing much right now, but just screwing around with damn YouTube algorithms. But we have some plans coming up soon. I threw my link in the chat. I only have 30 subscribers, so do you got anything to say?
More than I do.
Well, Casey and I have lots of stuff and things to talk about and work on once the evil ice and snow gets gone. We have beautiful things in the works, and I'm very blessed that I have Casey and lots of good creepy stuff. And maybe someday I'll launch the Down the Hole with Alice channel, and then everybody's screwed. But we'll see.
Oh,
All right.
Come from the land of the ice and snow, the midnight sun and hot springs blow.
Next up is
Sorry.
Fox. Anything you want to hawk?
No, about the same as Shrubby. I'll be around YouTube. Y'all know where to find me.
He was
All
just
right.
like, what a hawk or hawk to.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it was
Sorry,
great.
sorry.
It was great getting you guys around the fire and having our nice conversations. And yes, as Wes Cagle is screaming in the chat, phrasing.
Wes, yeah, it was good to see you here tonight.
Yep. Remember, Wes, you do have access to this place here by the fire. If you'll notice, there is this little slot right over here by the fire that's still open that you could have hopped in on.
Yeah, I
you
could.
You still owe us
around
pre-fried
around
beans,
Apple
motherfucker.
Keys.
Yeah, you still owe us pre-fried beans, motherfucker. You promised us last time.
Yep. Well, thank you guys for coming. And as
All right, that's swollen.
Yep, swollen.
You can
If
do
you do
something.
make a channel, Alice, I call dibs to be your first guest to talk about Miyamoto Musashi.
The
Sweet.
weebery. Jesus Christ.
All right.
I'm roping you all in when I launch my channel. Just remember,
Oh,
y'all are some of my
Count
most
me in.
weirdest people.
Yeah, I mean, I guarantee.
Yeah, feel
Yeah, 'cause
free.
I want to be the
but
one
let's not.
backstage running it, just in the background, and she's the entertainer.
Yep. Well, it is time to go ahead and get started on heading out the door. And as I always say, let's go out there and be a positive change in the world, because that's the only way we're going to make this world a better place is by doing it, by being a positive change, by helping others.
Sorry.
If we can inspire others by the good deeds that we do, I truly do believe we can make a better place. And oh man, Siggy, you had to do it.
He did it.
Yeah,
He
he
did
had
it.
to do it again.
Oh,
Bad Siggy Robinson. Bad Siggy. Bad. Bad Siggy. Bad.
You know, we got to get some stronger stuff in that bottle. He keeps doing it.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
like
The
Stitch
only
with a
thing-
water bottle.
the only button here that's being pushed is mine, Siggy.
We do love you, Siggy. We really do.
Yeah.
Hey.
Y'all be good. Know that you're loved and you are not alone. Let's go out there, guys and gals, and everything in between. Let's be that positive change. Let's inspire others to be greater, because this world needs it. Go share the things you love. Show people why you care so much about this. By telling others about what you love and you share that love, you make the world a better place. And as we all know, this world needs a whole lot more love in it. Y'all be good, and I'll see y'all next time. And yes, Siggy, we all will be safe. And y'all be safe. Take care.
Yeah.
And be blessed.